Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I'm Alice Seraphin, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest, in that wonderful little town of Belfair, Washington. Hickville, USA, as I love to call it. So welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is my September 2025 Paper Pumpkin Alternative Video number 16. So I just realized as I was starting this, I mean, literally as I pushed the button, I thought, oh my goodness, I haven't charged. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Hank is sleeping in the living room, so no workout for me as of this moment. But I'm so stressed out over that stupid football game. And just the disregard for the non-favorite, the non-coach kids. It's just disgusting, in my opinion. That I was up for hours and I couldn't sleep, and now I realize I forgot to charge. So after I do this video, I gotta go get my charger and charge my back. So, but let's get started. This kit is called Fall for Toile September 2025's kit. You can make 9 cards, 3, 3, and 3, and the 3 different envelopes with only the flaps are colored. So we have Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, and pecan pie. On the back, as always, this QR code would lead you to a video that would show you how to put this kit together as it is designed, a visual of everything in the kit, and down here it lists those coordinating colors. Videos 1 through 5, I walk you through everything and show you everything that comes in the kit. After that, we just kind of mosey along. This one over here, this shows you a visual of all the dies, and these dies would, let's go back. This QR code would lead you to this set of 9 dies called the Circle of Season dies, and they coordinate with July, August, and September's Paper Pumpkin kit. The new set of dies are out and available. They're called the Abundant Joy dies. They coordinate with October, November, and December's kit. The stamp sets are Wishing You the Happiest of Days, Thankful, the Flying Geese, the 3 Leaves, Warm Wishes, the Pumpkins, the Acorn, and Thinking of You. With that being said, let's see what we have. I needed to come out in distress this morning, right? Oh, geez, did I ever. So what I'm going to be using is the other half of the card base I used in video number 15 on the Diagnol. We're going to be using the back of an envelope from the kit. I'm using that little square piece. Remember I told you I was keeping this from a few videos ago. So I used that, and I used that Circle of Season dies, that leaf, and I die cut 2 leaves, and this is from the envelope flap of Cajun Craze. Now I did die cut me one of my leaf dies from the thrift store I got in vellum, but you could fussy cut a leaf die, or you could use the circle from Circle of Season dies to do a vellum. I have these 2 in the chocolate foil, but I'm not sure those are going to work. I know that this one that I die cut in crushed curry, that is not going to work. And I have one of those sentiments, Thankful, that I embossed on a piece of early espresso in white embossing powder. So those we're just going to set up there. Now my card base, guys, it is that little 1/4 inch shy of the full card base. So my card base is 5.5 by 8 scored at 4. Please go ahead and do a regular size card base at 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. The reason why I chose this card base is I did have one pre-made, but my layer number 1, I had a piece floating around that was 4 inches across by 5.5. So it worked to my advantage, right? I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. We'll make sure we use one of those narrower card bases. So that is why it is that I'm like, I'm working with what I have, right? So we're going to make this work for us. So my layer number 1 is just 4 by 5.5. If you're doing a regular card base, your layer number 1 should be 4 1/4 by 5.5. It should cover the front of your card base. Now, we're not going to do any stamping on this. What we are going to do is cut this down and do stamping on it. and we're going to trim this piece down. That's why I haven't done anything as of yet. So let's get started. Let me grab the guillotine here. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make this, square this off. So at 3 3/8. And then this has a little bit of a rolled edge, so I'm probably going to take it to 3 1/4. Yes, we're going to take it to 3 1/4. There we go. I'm just going to remove these for the moment. And then I want it to be at 5 1/4. So I'm going to take some off of this end, and then some off of this end, if I've got it right, and I should. All right. So what I have is this narrow piece here, right? And yes. And then this piece is going to come in like, if this works out, I'm going to have to trim a little bit more. All right, because we are going to trim it. We need to trim this down a little bit more. So this needs to come down about another, we are going to come down 1/8 of an inch and see if that works. Having a look-see here. Oh, great. Great, great, perfect. I think. Hold on. My acid reflux is acting up. I don't think I took any of my meds this morning. Oh, nope. I'm still going to need to come down a little bit more. Let's take it off of this side. Has more on it. So now we're going to take it down to 5. There. Because I don't want to see any down below. And now what I need to do is I need to remove like 1/4 of an inch off of the bottom here. So it's at 5 1/4. I'm going to take it down to 5 and we're going to take it down to, we're going to go to 5 1/8 and take a look. And I just want it to stay on my card base. That's all I'm looking for. Scoot that over. That works really well. I'm thinking we can add a little bit of detail here. I actually have a strip, but I don't, that's going the wrong direction, so that wouldn't work. Let's see. Acid reflux is in a pickle today. Need a little something for like along this edge, and I'm trying to think of what to put there. So I didn't see that coming, guys. I really didn't. But sometimes this is what happens, and you have to work with it. So let's see. I don't like the print going that way. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That would work, but it's the wrong. Oh, why don't we just get a piece of early espresso? That would work. I've got an idea. Okay. Piece of early espresso, just a scrap piece, and we can do a little, hold on. Early espresso. Get a little strip here. I know I have plenty of scrap in here to do this with. Or I'll cut a piece, one of the two. Look at it, right there is a nice little strip to go there, because that'll bring in the early espresso. But what we're going to do first is I'm going to use an old border punch, this little scallop border punch for it. So I'm just going to set that aside. That will bring in this piece. So, trying to see which side I want to. All right, I'm just going to get this in here and punch. So if you've ever seen one of these and you want to pick it up at the thrift store, know that this is your starting point at this little notch right here. So I'm going to push my scrap paper in there. Push over, and then you line these up in the silver ridges so you don't see them. And you punch, and you just keep going. Like so. And I'm just going to do the whole piece. Now mine's going to have a little line through it, but that does not bother me at all. All right. I'm going to trim off this so it's like a 1/2 inch strip, and we'll worry about how long it is here in a minute. Right now we're going to do some stamping on our white piece from our envelope. And yes, we're going to use the same sanded background with a little bit of crumb cake. And rub-a-dub-dub. If you have the foam pads, it's a tap, tap, tap. I need to take off this ink. Hold on. I don't want a whole lot on here. So this is the side I want the ink on. There we go. Just a little bit of a background is what we're working with. Now, this time I'm going to use the pecan pie, and I am just going to use this leaf pattern and do some leaves. And we're going to do full strength. This is the time of giving stamp. Oops. Yeah, I definitely missed my meds this morning. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this here, and then I'll trim off what I'm not using. All right. So now this is going to go in the center. I think that's a good use of the back of that envelope. And I really think this little strip of early espresso is going to look really nice with everything else that's coming in. So this now is going to lay right here. We could, starting to think that that needs to come over. Hold on. It's not going anywhere. It just looks a little off center. That's all right. Oh, it is definitely off. Trying to figure out how I can. That's going to be the best it's going to get. That's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. I messed up at the top. I didn't get it quite where it needed to be. It needed to be over more. Well, you live and you learn. All right. I mean, maybe I could do another leaf and some DSP if I put a leaf up there. Maybe that will cover the boo-boo, right? So we're going to add this leaf here. Let's do our look-see. We have thankful, and I wasn't really going to use these, but now maybe I will. Because now I'm having to use those. And this bright one, that is just, it just doesn't go. It doesn't go, but my original idea, watch, take those two away. The leaf, thankful, and I was going to have this one and this one like that, and that's still better looking. It just is. That looks so much better. I could do a pecan pie leaves and stick them a few there because that looks so much better. All right, so we are going to put this right here. And then this is going to go down next. No dimensionals on this one. I don't feel like it. I need to go get my back charger. I even answered comments in bed and everything, and I never thought once to put my back charger on. I just can't believe I did that today. I can. So a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue there. And we definitely need some bling here. This time, I think we're going to go with the pecan pie and not the white. Well, the white would actually, I don't know why, but all of a sudden the white really speaks to me here. One. But see, I'm going to go with my first choice. My first choice is to use the pecan pie. I'm going to stick the one here. Two. Not even my little dog wanted to come out here today. Trying to, I like it right there. All right. So now let's get the card. I didn't even bring a drink or have tea. I just wanted to come out and have a chit chat with you and de-stress and not worry about anything. So thank you for allowing me to do that, because it has been so relaxing. All right. That's why I love this. I just absolutely love it. We are simply going to stamp our leaves. Not in that, though. That's not the one. Let's move that over there. And then I'm going to the good old faithful here. The thankful for friends like you with the acorns. Because I just love it. And with the happy Thanksgiving, because that's what this card is going to be used for. And the thankful for friends like you and happy Thanksgiving is from the August 2019 paper pumpkin. Oh, you know what? No, I was going to add warm wishes, but I'm just going to leave the leaves. So that's my card for today, everybody. And you know what? It's okay. I'm not going to worry about adding anything up there. I think it's just fine. It'll be just fine. It's a sweet, simple, easy little card. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I hope to see you all again here soon in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.